Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I am right here for you, but we'll talk about putting the how we're paying our bills real quick. It's been a day. First of all, the Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you by a generous donation by Joe Bachman of Joe Bach Tech. JB Tech Apps on bit.ly/JB Tech Apps. As you can see, I have been having a morning, non-pareil, like the kind of morning, folks, where Mr. Rogers might mutter a bit of swearing before he came through the door. Everything that can go wrong has been wrong, but I have valiantly strived to be here mostly on time, despite the efforts. Now, I am one missing... Yes. Mute that. Thank you. I am one literal screw loose from having my whole rig set up, but we're not going to have that today. Wait, maybe? Wait. Are you what I'm actually part of what I'm missing? You look like you are part of what I'm missing. You are part of what I'm missing. Cool. We're almost there. And then we'll have things set up. But folks, let's see. Nothing spooky is being broadcast. How are you? We're going to hit the comments real fast with a huge shout out to the amazing Joe Bachman and Carl Witzman, who loaned me, he gave me a computer that's being set up as my backup computer. Fun fact, if you have too many peripherals plugged into a Lenovo box, it will randomly lose its mind when it's been upgraded to Windows 11. I did not know this, so I've spent the absolute last 24 hours slugging away when all I wanted to do was set up my happy little boom mic holder so I wouldn't be doing this. Huge thanks to Cindy Koepp for ordering me said boom mic holder, and as soon as I find the screw that I dropped when I face planted in my office, are you the screw that I dropped? You're a very important looking screw. You are not the screw that I dropped. You are another important looking screw. That's utterly terrifying. Anyway, I don't even have my little kickstand that fails because I was in the middle of replacing it and things weren't working, and then I found the missing piece. So, how's everybody doing? This has been a week of Mondays. It's supposed to be my vacation, but things have been a little hectic. The big snooze in my world, before I get going, is the adoption of Stuart the Sword Cat, who basically got set up And there goes the piece I'm trying not to lose. Let's see, you fit much better there. Cool. So there's now one piece I'm missing. We'll go through the show and get the rest of this corrected. I was ready to break out the zip ties, but then my computer decided not to do what it's doing. So let's see what you guys have to say and how haranguing you give me. Whoo! I'm all for the chat. Let's see what we've got. Boom. Bam. Big old chat. That's what I want to see in the morning. Let's see. Carl was first through the door. Good morning. I see some of you at your Wheaties this morning. Woo! Looks at coffee and sighs. Be right back. Good morning, Carl. Great to see you, Brian. I love having you in the show. Although I swear, every time you show up, I'm bungling it, and I find that hilarious. That's what happens when you work with your heroes, folks. Okay, and Frog G in a terrible Nick impression. Good morning, Nevermornings. No, I think that's a good Nick impression. Thank you very much. Hey, Mike, Jimmy. Wait, Frog G. Before we get into the greetings, we gotta hook up our boy Frog because Frog has stuff going on, and I believe I can support that. Maybe. Now, everything is maybe today, folks. It is a miracle I've got my box working, so let's see what we can do for our oven.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. You know I be on a what? Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. It's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving it, so all you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work.
Oh, still here. Still here, folks. I was trying to find the missing part for the boom mic that hit me in the head. Wow, we have an amazing day going, but back to the comments because I want to support everybody. And yeah, some people might have stopped the show or gone otherwise when literally everything fell apart. That's not me. That's not how we roll here on Nevermind the Furthermore, because I believe in showing folks that it ain't easy. What we do takes work, it takes dedication, it means willing to look like a goof. But I hope I sound better. I'm really trying to fix my mic up and upgrade my gear, figure out why this thing hit me so violently in the head so early in the morning. We'll figure that out. But let's keep scrolling through the commentary. Wow, we have a lot of comments. This is awesome. I love hump days. Lots of hailing. It's going very well. And folks, do support Frog G. We are blasting towards September 17th when you can actually get on that Indiegogo for Frog G Voodoo Gods. Frog G Magic Voodoo God. Voodoo Gods and Magic. Oh, God, I'll get through it. We'll get through it. Because that's what we do. We are relentless. If we fall on our face, we get back up and laugh about it. It confuses our enemies. And if you don't have enemies, you haven't stood up for anything. Anyhow, or like Wonder Woman, you finish the job. Either way is mostly acceptable, providing it's done in a legal manner. Frog G's promoting Brian K. Morris at Rising Tide Publications. That's Brian. YouTube.com/C/Brian K. Morris, Rising Tide Publications. Because a rising tide lifts all boats. And you can find his other link at studiohubris.wixsite/risingtide.pub or risingtide.pub. And what's this? Santa Stein, the post-holiday Prometheus? That's right, Santa Stein, post-holiday Prometheus, Brian K. Morris ebook, available through Amazon.com. And Donna Carly Colleen. Hi, Donna. And yes, Monday, I lost my voice. So hump day, I'm coming in a little loud and a little strong, but we're stumbling our way through the door. Will that stop us? Of course not. We are fearless and we are bold, defiant in the face of adversity. This, my friends, is how we This is podcasting. Now, and to think there's somebody right now here, we're going to take this little shield guard off. Not because there's anything terribly wrong with it, but because it's throwing the balance off for me to juggle doing a podcast or, my live show. You guys know this by now. and setting things up. Now, I like the behind the scenes stuff, folks, because it keeps y'all entertained. There are some people who go online and they present themselves, folks, as these perfect, facially filtered, webbed, behold, I have all the money and my life is perfect. And then they find out that you find out later that everything's gone wrong, and they're like snorting crystal meth or something stupid every time you look at them. Are we stable yet? Let us check. That feels fairly stable. Unlike me. Is Stuart coming in? He can come in. I don't care if you can bring him on by. Everything else is gone. This has not been the podcast of sanity, folks. Yeah, Stuart wants to see what's going on. And with my luck, yeah, mind the stuff slide. I'll get help today. Come here. Yes, I'm okay. Hi. To those of you who don't know, let's get this mic. I hope you can mostly hear me because everything is kind of in disaster. I'll fix it later. But this is Stuart the Sword Cat. You want to say hi? Yeah. Get Stuart up there. That's the camera. They love you. They don't know it, but they love you. Yes, he is being leash trained. We're fine. If I need you, I'll holler. So Stuart and I are going to check the comments. We'll do that. That's mostly pointed in my direction. As long as the audio sort of works. Let's see. We've got Wheaties. Wheaties says Mike Jimmy LeBron. Mike Jimmy Lorsha DeBron. Hi, Stuart. Wheaties, I've just been on extra strong coffee that makes a spoon stand straight up. Isn't that the only way to drink coffee? Folks, I learned to drink coffee in a mechanic shop called Apex Muffler and Brake in Michigan City, Indiana, where the old mechanic, Mr. John Swetenkowski, we put his kids through college. I spent every single Saturday morning there to get kept out of trouble. So yeah, get your coffee. Let's get things. And Mike Jimmy sharing YouTube. Frog G sharing Mike Jimmy Lorsha DeBron YouTube at Killerboy6661. Well, I'm glad you added the one. Yes, Stuart. See, that's you. Yeah, I know. Frog G, hail Donna. Good morning, friends. Happy hump day for my fine furry friends. What are you doing? Are you going to go shoulder mount? Okay. Yep. There we go. And yeah, like that, I'm leash training him. Mike G, missed you this weekend. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a weekend without Donna, Carlene, or Mike Jimmy. And we got a whole bunch more greetings. And we'll have to catch up this Saturday then. Please do. Hey, Donna, Joe Bachman's joebachtech.com/@portfolio. Thank you, Frog. More greetings. And let's see. For all things Nicholas, www.nicholastockert.com. Thanks for the shout out, Frog G. Yeah, Frog G is the patron saint of everything. And folks, remember to bring cookie home. Support Brian so he can bring his lovely wife home. And so she won't have to work anymore, and they can just tour around selling books and having a good time. Speaking of books, you can find mine at www.amazon.com/Nicholas Anthony Tucker. Go ahead, lick the hand. That's fine. All righty. Mike Jimmy LeBron sounds good. I won't be worn out this weekend, LOL. Oh, my. Now, Donna, if you're not worn out on the weekend, is Carl doing his job? Because we got to keep things smooth here on Nevermind the Furthermore. Bam. Okay. Hello, everyone. Mike Jimmy just ordered a USB hub. So did I. And a wireless numpad for hotkey uses. I have one of those, but until the hub comes in, I'm not dealing with it. I'm running out of USB ports, and my new screen doesn't have a stand to draw on. A studio is always evolving as you keep finding problems. Folks, that was 15 minutes before the start of my broadcast. I am right there with you, Mike Jimmy. The evolution has caused absolute insanity. Don't eat my mic. I see you looking at my mic. And we have a comment dump, so let's just get that straightened out. All righty. Yeah, I hide nothing. I hide nothing except so a painting that somebody keeps trying to claim because they think Michaela's motivational morning told me to get up and finish my Munsey book. I thought it was finished, then I just rediscovered, so it got done. Now done. Yes, hit it and quit it. Nail that, Carl. That's what we want to see. Wow, Mike Jimmy, you are really expanding your facility. Yes, Mike Jimmy's doing exactly what he needs. Don't get lost in the feature creep, Carl. It's a rabbit hole many of us can't escape from. Shout out to my boy, Richie Asplin, who's fighting the feature creep. At Carl Witzman, there's always a new problem to solve. They just keep popping up. Wow, are we in the right chat today? You are right. 4th edition of this book since 2012. Awesome. Haven't seen Michaela's show. That's yet probably why I still haven't finished editing a short story. Today's topic, stop making excuses, dang it. You bet. Just be like me and ignore all the messages from people to go, I'm working for myself today, and spend 8 hours on a personal project till your head starts hurting. Woo! No, actually, don't hurt yourself in the pursuit of greatness. And that's another comment dump. Yes. Congrats, Nick. You're officially my break from work. Awesome. LOL, my excuses. I haven't seen Michaela's show yet. Brian's having fun. Carl's laughing at him. Carl, maybe I can spin it into it's her fault for my sloth. Yes, the buck stops somewhere else. I guess I can no longer say, what's the use of writing when asteroid Oumuamua, might hit the Earth in 4 million years. Ha 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 ha. Now that's 4 million years and 55 seconds. BK is skating on thin ice, blaming Michaela. I can't watch. Oh wait, because the Wrath of Michaela will be great. Nick will have a 3-hour show today, and he hasn't even started yet. It's okay. Carl, if you aren't living on the edge, you're taking up too much room. Preach. Carl Witzman, don't worry. I have popcorn enough for both of us. If it's too scary, just go on the replay and pause where needed. That's right. Michaela Jades. YouTube.com/Michaela. Her books are Amazon.com/Michaela Jade. And want even more Michaela Jade? Yes, that's your butt. It doesn't. What? I need a co-host. Thank you. Okay. I'm not scritching enough. Okay, well, it takes one arm to support you. There we go. Want more Michaela Jade? Of course you do. Hop on over to authormichaelajade.com. And if you ever want to see the uncensored Michaela Jade, join the Uncle Carl's secret green room, the secret humor group, and go on the green room some Friday night, either before or after you watch my show. Good point, Carl. My personal running behind time is 2 hours. Let's see Nick beat that today. No. I never hid behind my couch when the Daleks came, but an angry redhead, run. Dude, you're off frame. There you are. Run, what's the use? Just stand, accept my fate. I'm glad. We'll bask in the glorious knowledge it's not us. Woo. Mike Jimmy, are you? I'll try to put on a good show. Are you not entertained? I should be entertained. I'm very easily entertained. You should know you're watching this show after all. Yeah, there we go. If you're going to hunker, we can do this. I like that in a man, Mike. Oh my. You see, I run a couple minutes late and Donna Carlene's ready to run off with Mike Jimmy. I see how it is. Well then, if you haven't seen my morning show yet, you are seriously behind and I am seriously offended. Hey, Michaela. Hey, Donna. You've had it all. Now she's here. Dun, dun, dun. Which is funny because I would have made that noise without that comment. I know I'm seriously behind in a lot. I'm only 23 minutes behind. I'm catching up. Good morning, dear. I will correct the oversight and plead your forgiveness later, but I was doing some promotional whip research. And I brought my whip. Who needs some butt kicking? Well, basically, anyone who has hit like, share, and subscribe to this wonderful program. Michaela, just start cracking that whip. A forehand and backhand. Figure out which hits harder. It's for science, isn't it? Yes. I ain't afraid of her. Everyone's hiding now. It's only hump day, man. Can you imagine Friday? Wow, me first. In my pathetic defense, YouTube did not alert me. I'm in a blame shifting mood today. You like to do a little two-step? Oh God, now I need to watch Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. I'm not sure you're being bold or insane here, Brian. Probably both. A boldness and insanity are defined by the outcome. At Joe Bachman, your wife would kill us both. That's true. I say I'm missing a little lack of Nick. He's late. I actually was here. It just would not let me in my own show. Good to go. Woo! He made it. Of course, you're not, Donna. Here we go. I barely noticed the difference between the two at Mike Jimmy Lorshi DeBron. We're like three likes short. Don't make the Michaela have to crack that whip to be cared. Nick's late. It's part of the legacy of the show and perfectly acceptable. Thank you. I was laying flat on the floor, having dislodged several cables trying to fix a problem. I've heard Nick is never late. He arrives precisely when he intends to. LOL. Nick has a screw loose? Oh, on the mic stand. Cool. Wait till he gets here and gets the comments real fast. Wait till he gets a load of the chat. Yeah, we'll see. I understand, Nick. I'm always looking for a loose skull. Wait till he gets a load of me. Random movie quote. Nick's energy today is that dog sitting on the burning house. This is fine and I'm here for it. I think I've navigated. We are a resilient bunch at the Rising Tide, aren't we, Stuart? You like that? Yeah. Anyhow. Hell, Brian, I was going to say the same thing. Right, MJL. Dippy. We're both looking in the wrong places, Michaela. Wait till he gets distracted by the DMs. Oh, you're evil. Glenn. Nick! Glenn! I'm sorry it took me so long to get to you. Please support Glenn. And he sends me amazing things with Hatch. One of these days I'm going to share them. I'm not supposed to, so I don't, but it hurts. Hail, Glenn. LOL, bungling in the broadcast? Another grand legacy of the previous host. You know, I try to keep up to our great hosts, our original hosts, high bar of entertainment, launching September 17th. Sign up now for Frog G, Voodoo Gods and Magic. Yeah, that rattles mixed neat noise, doesn't it, bud? Glenn, says Brian. At Don, see. Glenn gets a blown kiss. You're the bigwig around here. Everybody loves you. Oh. Okay, everybody loves you too. They don't know you yet. Nope, you're not pulling the sneak off the back. Come here. You'll attack my gargoyles. Come on back up. I know. Okay. Yeah. At Frog G, Don Carly Colleen. It would not be a TM Nick Tockert production if something in the studio didn't attack him somehow. Yes, in multiple ways. I am wearing socks to protect my toes because I could have named you Quentin Tarantino at the way you attack. Yes, lick my hand. Okay, you feel better? You think you're a dog. I don't quite know why, but everything gets you comfortable now. You can take a nap. No one will care. Got another comment dump. That's fine, but we're catching up. The boom is in league with your backdrop. I smell conspiracy. Oh, absolutely. Everything is out to get me. Yep, or smoke. Glenn. Brian. Yes, Glenn is so happy to see Brian. Even Uncle Carl, former IT, would not attempt assembling his studio while live. Scary stuff. I am fearless. What are they going to do? Make me look goofy? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Carl, I'd only do that if someone in my audience remembered that the phone number for 911 or 911. Oh, that's 911. Yes. Believe me, I nearly dialed it a few times for you. Aw, Kitty, you're not wrong. Yeah, and this is Stuart. See, they're talking about you. Everybody loves you, kid. LOL. Well, you should. Sorry to worry you. And I should worry more. Yeah, you take it easy. Oh my God, baby. Yeah, this is Stuart's Orange and Cream / Stuart's He is the sword cat. He was interrupting my practices, and then coyotes came and started taking the assorted animals in the area. So Stuart got moved in a few days earlier than expected, and he loves me, as you can see. Or he's just sampling me for my eventual demise. Kitty's looking at the comments. Kitty now looks nervous. You guys have that effect, and he is actually looking at the mouse on the comments. At Carl Witzman, I'm afraid that day Nick messages me asking me to start the show. I can imagine the show is really going off the rails as I'm yelling at idiot drivers reading the comments. Yeah, I've thought about making Joe the side person, but yeah. I love how Stuart just accepts all the shouting and broadcasting. Who's cool? Yeah, Stuart is my buddy. He is going to be very leash trained, and he's like a doe cat. He's part dog, part cat. Although he likes to lick me. He's currently sleeping in the bathtub while we wait for his nighttime enclosure to arrive, so that he is in a safe place near a door where we can get him out if something goes very wrong. Okay. Hey, yo, good never morning. It is never morning here, or always morning on some days. Isn't that right? It's been a week of Mondays, but we're making it work. Hi, Pops Van Zap. Cromcom did pretty good this time. Pops Van Zap, greetings, Pops. Every show should come with a shoulder cat. It does. Do you like it there better? Okay, you settled? You keep adjusting, so I have to keep adjusting the camera because people want to see you, not me. I understand that. Okay, yes. Well, yes. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear him. He's a contented kitty. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, I'll switch. Jeez. Morning, Pops. Carl Witzman. Every show should come with a shoulder cat. There we go. It just bumped around, and we have another comment dump, and that's fine. We're going to make this work. Carl Joe. Yes, Joe B. Mike Jimmy Lorsha DeBron. Hiya, Glenn. All the greetings. So what are you guys working on? I am currently, besides reviewing a bunch of other people's stuff, learning, what's the name of that? Clip Studio Paint. I have a lovely tablet that I can't stream while the computer thinks it's here. So I have to unplug it to stream. And we're working on things. But that is okay, too. Yeah. See, Glenn's laughing. Just about now, the Facebook crowd should start stumbling in. They usually do. And I hope they hit like, share, and subscribe. Give some hearts for Stuart, because Stuart needs love. Don't you? Yeah. Her world destroyed, but hope in the darkness when a handsome stranger rescues her before she knows she needs it. Warrior Secret / Michaela Jade. Hey, handsome stranger. You rescuing people when you're not taking a nap? Is that your plan? I bet he is. Stuart is just tasting you for when one of the backdrops decides to take you out. I accept this fate. Yikes. Hail, Pops. Frog. Let's see. How are we doing? I do hear him purr occasionally. Good, because he hasn't stopped. Except to make little squeaky noises. Okay. We'll be trying to finish my editing job today. Only halfway through. This one's going slower. They happen. Slow days happen. More coding tutorials are in my future today. Coding tutorials are good, aren't they? Yeah. Hey, Pops, and with that, I have caught up with the show. So let's run a commercial real quick, give you guys a chance to come in. Now, I do not currently charge for my commercials. I'm just awesome. But I do think that we need to have, if you care to donate to make my life easier, feel free. You can do that at paypal.me/Nicholas Tockert. I'm not saying you have to send me money. I'm just saying it's welcome.
Welcome to Hybrids, the Sons of Gods. The epic remaster of the original Trash Day arc is now being collected in a standard trade paperback. With more story, more art, and behind-the-scenes information, this book is the way creator Lute Stone intended the story to be told. This special Arrow Comics Remastered edition is full of energy and excitement. Critically acclaimed and one of independent comics' favourite teen books, you are sure to find yourself lost in this expansive universe. So, secure your copy today in this crowd-funded group buy. Once the funds are collected, the books will be sent off to print and delivered post-haste. Luke and the Arrow Comics team have a perfect record of fulfillment. You can pledge with confidence.
Yeah, folks, Luke's doing amazing stuff for the, not just in writing hybrids, if you want that Claremont era X-Men vibe, but Luke is also doing absolutely amazing things with his new means of crowdfunding that doesn't require an external platform. And he wants to set that up so that if it does good, it will spread to others, and he can charge less and help more independent creators not worry about getting removed so easily. So there's that. Pops is greeting Michaela, and Michaela is definitely greetable. The author that I edit, Carl Witzman, says, has changed her style somewhat. It's thrown me off completely. Ha! Don't you love when that happens? Trash Day Remastered, www.lukestonestudios.com/hybrids, TPB-V1. That I like when people use like this is volume 1 or first in a series. It makes me feel like you're investing in the future because you'll get more out of it. Once I do go through these tutorials and rework the current apps I have, there's some ideas I have for apps for folks in this group. Joe Bachman's amazing. We have a wonderful deal. I've made a couple dollars off of our apps together. So I hope that Joe Bach's app program can be very profitable. Yeah. Now, while we're dealing with that, I want to know how many of you caught Friday's Historical Fencing Guild. Why does that matter here, do I say? Because an episode of Nevermind the Furthermore actually broke out in the middle of the Historical Fencing Guild. Hey, Frog, you hop out. You have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. And you just succeed at everything you do. You're too awesome, my friend. Oh, I have to reach out to him later. And get him some information. Thank you. I will need, actually, while I have a public forum, those of you who I am doing assorted business projects with and such, please DM me, probably best through Facebook, your either P.O. boxes or mailing addresses. I may be doing some gifts later in the year. I've got some things I'm planned on. Okay, we got Froggy. And everybody's saying goodbye, Frog. All righty. Are you done, or are you going to just hunker down? You can hunker down. All righty. Usually, I don't get Stuart. He's hung out with Mandy and Xander much more because he knows where his bread is buttered. But all righty, let's talk about what I am up to. Aside from this is technically the week of my vacation, which with my wife, which was supposed to be a big trip, and then cars died. I will be doing at least one little trip to reacquire said demi-dead car and find out what that's going to be. And I'm going to be spending some time at the Earl Park Fall Festival on Labor Day weekend with the bluegrass music. So that's my downtime stuff. Meanwhile, I am writing for Paul Bunyan Kaiju Hunter for the Out of Obscurity anthology Luke Stone is putting together with just about everybody on Twitter. I am on the chat list. It's just so many people are talking about so much. I just sit quiet and learn things, which is a great way to be. It's not that I'm not there. It's just that I learn things and I see a drama come up and go. And yes, my birthday was this weekend. So I got a lovely boom mic as I assume part of my birthday. Thank you, Cindy Koepp. I've got my new stylus holder. Well, it's a pen holder, but I put my stylus in it. Isn't that cool? My brother Max gave me that. Boom, 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 boom. I got to see my little nephews and my nieces and my big nephew too. So I got to do a whole bunch of family stuff recently, which is important. As we go through our creative journey, it's important to remember why we're doing it and maintain the connections that keep us, well, us. Isn't that right, Kat? Yeah. They keep us us. So you need to do that too. You have to schedule your rest the way you schedule your work. That way, one, you don't over rest, and two, if you don't stop and rest, your body will stop and make you rest. Isn't that right, Stuart? You're good at resting. Yeah, they're out there playing. If you want to go, you let me know, and I will summon someone to come get you. Yep, that's your boy. He's running around. Michaela needs a new ad now that she has 4 books in her Warriors series. Yes, she does. It's about time to upgrade some of your ads. When you submit ads to me, which is done through a simple process, you direct message me either through Facebook or Twitter, and you say, I would like to submit an ad. And then I send you my secret Google folder that has the ads. And then you put it in there. Now, I do have some longer ads, but I prefer you keep your ads between 30 seconds and a minute. That makes life easier on all of us because people get kind of bored. The 2-minute ads exist basically so that I can run for an emergency that can be fixed. Let's see. Joe Bachman says, my body tries to get me to stop and rest. I figure I will let it win eventually. Joe, at some point, you just need to cuddle your wife and sleep for long periods, and you'll feel better. And then after you've done that and not sleep in the similar location, then you need to come out so we can sword fight and hang out. You guys need to meet Stuart. Okay, let's see. All right, we are good on comments. So let's go with what else is on my list. I am going through this is too bad. I can't write it because the problem is I don't like being a hypocrite. It bothers me. So if I tell people that your first draft sucks, that's fine, get it done, re-edit. I have to go look at some of my first drafts and go, is this salvageable? I have a children's book I want to write. I have several RPGs. I'm reviewing Joe D. McPhee's modules. He and I have a very different writing style, but I wasn't hired as a writer. I was hired as a game designer, and we'll talk. It's fascinating to see how that man's mind works. And I have to do a big shipment order to get my stuff here in time for the early October convention, and that way I have a jump start on anything that doesn't sell for the April convention, which for me is a lot of conventions. I know it's not much, but you have to build these kind of things in a gestalt. Then I have, while I'm doing my art, because I have to maintain my art for my own sanity, I have an Instagram. I'm starting to share my stuff there, and you can find my art at deviantart.com/Nick T. Because what I like to do is a bunch of art, and then I do the written project that the art's for, and I put the art in said project, and it works really well for me. Do you guys integrate any art in your stuff, or are you just complete written word? And do you find it better? I'd love to hear how that works out for you. And yes, if my dear friend Bladed Thesis pops up here like he should, but he may be busy because this is an odd time for him. Yes, start writing your sword manual. Now that that's all done, I'm going to take a break from the comments and make my screen big because it's just more relaxing to do so. Hi, that's nice. We, dear friends, have a lot to do this week because I want you guys to think about how to give back to the systems that have made you you. This is a big thing for me. It's a form of accountability. I'm sorry, buddy, kitten love, you're not gonna get any milk out of my thumb. Yeah, sorry, bud. Anyhow, the exit full screen. Yeah, the thing we need to do when we're working is we have to give back. Now, one thing I like about this group is everybody here in their own way does. Yes, FezCon, October 4th, October 8th, sorry. It's going to be 4 hours, and that's where the 4 came from. FezCon, October 8th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Benton County Public Library in Fowler, Indiana. Look it up on Google Maps. If you know where 41 to 52 is, it's easy to get to. It's right off of 52. So you take 41 from the north or 52 from the south. That's fairly easy to get to. Oh, we have a question. Kelly Carlisle. Hello, Kelly. Kelly Austin here. Hello, Kelly Austin. Good morning, everyone. I have a question. My book release is slated for Christmas. Does anyone know when the best time would be to do a cover reveal? Thanks so much. Well, I've never actually done a cover reveal. I tend to get my stuff together and then release it all at once. But I'd like to hear what you guys have to say on that project. Good evening, Bonser of Radio Retro Future. How has the response to the coloring contest been? I know I applied and I saw a few people do quite well, so I'm concerned about my chances. Ha ha ha. But I really think that your coloring book is a great project, and I think your world, the Association of Ishtar, at associationofishtar.com, that's a www site. Hi. Is a wonderful thing to read and be involved in, especially if you like the like SCP and Weird West feeling. And yes, it's funny because Association of Ishtar is unabashedly steampunk in the best ways, but many of the sidelines have a lot, almost that Weird West feel. Yes, you're okay. You're okay. The cat's still getting over having to be by himself at night because we put him in a contained place so that he can't get into trouble. But you got 7 submissions. That's not bad. The deadline is tonight at 8 p.m. Backers will start voting for the winner / variant C cover. There are some great submissions. Mine is on there. I will unabashedly say, backers of that, please support me. I could use it. Shameless. I have promoted it. I can now work on that, and that's what we need, folks. If you're artistically inclined, you have till 8 p.m. You can crank out a deadline is tonight, so get that out there. If you have art you're working on, if you just want to try it, heck, Carol Cookie Morris, if Cookie's watching, have her do a color job on one of Bonsert's coloring sheets. You can find it at the link / contest. Throw the link up again, Bonsert, so that people who have missed it every other time I've tried to get you to do it can do it. Okay, let's see. People can support till Saturday. Awesome. Kelly Carl, if you're doing any kind of pre-orders, the sooner the better, I would think. That way it's attached to promotional things you can do for pre-orders. I agree with that. And Michaela, yep, I'm working on a few new ads. Awesome. Carl Witzman says our cat Calvin was a naughty boy at night, and we got him until we got him a sister. Now they can get into trouble together, but really he's needed another cat to keep him busy. We may get another one. We actually planned to bring both in, but that one disappeared when the coyotes came. and because I don't want little ears to hear. I I witnessed something happen bad in the cornfield just outside my house and heard a cat bite it. So we think we didn't get a chance to get both of them because the night crate hadn't come in time. So all we can do is take care of this guy till then, and then we have to get him snipped and get him a friend. And once he is snipped and has a friend, the world will be a better place. But right now, he's also very lonely. He was weaned early. He was the runt of the litter. They didn't think he was going to make it. So he basically spent all his time hiding out on a little improvised cat house I made on my front porch with me. And he would share in my tuna. Do my links show up? I think they do. If not, just put a space between the dot. So space period, space com, or break it up in such a way that it's visually understandable but doesn't look like a website. Boom. Michaela, I have a friend looking to get rid of a kitten. He will deliver it to you. No, we'll have to select because basically the neighbors next door have a little cat that hides and produces kittens, and we can't find the mama. Kittens just show up. So we have no shortage of them. And thanks, Joe. Your advice is taken, sir. Excellent. And I do agree. If you have something you can use to promote your stuff, promote the living heck out of it. At Radio Retro Future, just send you a message if you want to send me a link or two. You can post it. Joe Bachman, where did you send it? Well, let's see. While those guys sort that out, the Radio Retro Future Facebook page. Excellent. And see, that's what I love here. We're doing business. We're making stuff go. I see this as an entertainment show, an edutainment show. I try to inform people. I will tell you, my education right now, aside from being distracted by an amazing cat, is very art-based. I'm getting back into that as my hands come back. But it's nice I spent too much time doing commission work, which makes money, but neglects my own. It's nice to work on my own stuff. Good morning, Jody. We were talking a little bit about it. You have an interesting approach to a module. I was just looking at that last night while I was waiting for my computer to reboot. Because if people didn't know, my computer actually blue screen of death. And it's the one I'm working on. So I consider that a major victory, but it decided to throw a minor wrench in the works for that. So let's throw, Jody's here, and you know what we do. Boom, boom. I keep hitting the wrong button. That's fine. We'll support Jody with the most smooth jamming commercial on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Alrighty. Let's see. I'm going to skip the Joe and Radio Retro Future talking about how they're making the connections. Tip from an allergic cat owner: don't pet your cat and rub your face with the same hand. Well, the problem is this cat will hop up on my face anyway, and I'm just doomed. I understand this. I am doomed. But we're doing what we can. You're asleep, Morph. No, we're not asleep. We're almost asleep. So I do appreciate the stuff. the advice, and we'll see. Hey, Jody. So it's not good, or it's just not traditional, and that is the great question. I have to reread it and analyze it because I skimmed it. I will say it's much better than your first edition, and it is definitely not traditional. I have to look at it some more and decide if I think it's not good, but it's better. It's better than it was. I will wholeheartedly say that, and that's what you're always working toward, making the system a bit better. So I will respond a little later once I've done more formally. But I'm glad you're looking for peer review, and that yes, that the that you're improving. It is, like I said, it's unabashedly better. It is different, but you do things differently, and I just have to make sure that there's no mechanical changes to the game that would damage replay value or something. But it's interesting, and interesting has points because people who come to our games are going to be looking for something a little different. They want something that's easy to understand, but but is a little different because it hits different. No, you don't need to worry about the guys who beat you up. They're outside. Radio Retro Future Association of Ishtar.com/contest. That's where you send your things. I'm looking at you, Cookie. And we got greetings for Jody and a new comment dump. Not a big one. I can work with this. Oh, it's a bigger one that looks. Brian has to go do some editorial stuff. I'll catch the rest of the show when I'm done. Have a great day, everyone. You too, BCam. Thank you for stopping by. Folks, support Brian K. Morris. This show wouldn't have happened without him. He's probably the most important Hingepin person I've met in my adult life, outside of my lovely wife. And I don't know if I count my early 20s as adult life. That's something to be debated. And there's more greetings going on. Greetings. Greetings. And saying goodbye to Brian. And Association of Ishtar latest story, associationofishtar.com/posts, and win adventures in responsible doll ownership part 8. Yes, that is such a neat series, and I need to get back into it. Unfortunately, all my work has been steady and all creative. Yeah, they're walking by. And we have commentary. Let's see. Rich! Okay, Carl is saying Rich. Did I miss Richie showing up? Oh, yeah, dang work distracting me. That's okay, Richie. How's your werewolf book coming? He's got a really neat international nonfiction book on lycanthropic lore from around the world he's working on now. And I'm just hoping that he finishes. Just do volume 1. Do it volume 1. Do it Lycanthropy Around the World, volume 1, Europe. Because that's going to be the part people are most familiar with. And then over to the Americas or Europe and the colonies, however you want to do it. But it's a fascinating topic. I don't want what Frog G mentioned as feature creep bogging you down. So, yes, and please, anybody who thinks I'm not shameless about promoting everyone else, folks, I am definitely shameless about promoting folks, and I don't stop on any of my programs. Why? I don't. What night pun should I name my night, by the way? Survice, surveillance, circumference. There are so many good night puns. Somebody tell me what you guys think I should name him, because he's going to need a name. And Joe's saying goodbye and hello, and of course, Jody McPhee is hitting up Donna, Carlene, and things are good. Howdy, folks. The Where has been paused for the past few days because of a coma from a cold/unknown virus, and that happens. Sir Pennington. Ooh, Sir Pennington is good. I like Sir Pennington. We could do an entire discussion on Werewolf Chronicles during our Friday night chat. You really should. At least 14 werewolves need to be involved. And if you don't know about that, go ask Daphne Lage. But I didn't warn, don't tell me, don't say I didn't warn you. It's time for me to bow for the day, though. Want to get through at least a half hour of tutorials before lunch. Groovy Joe, great seeing you. Can't wait to see you guys on Friday. See y'all Friday. Hey, Joe, take it easy. Well, this has been an interesting show. I'll have my boom mic set up about 5 or 10 minutes after we conclude said program. It has been an absolute beast, though, hasn't it? But I think it was worth it to have Stuart show up. You want to look at the little red light again, buddy? Can you look at the red light? No? You are not a performing animal. You're just an animal who loves me. Yes? Okay. The plan is to get 10 pages or so per continent, plus an overall conversation about the basis of the legends. Excellent. So that's a 70-page book. That's not bad. That is not bad, depending on your page size. Do you know what page size you're going with? Because you're likely going to want to do images. Be sure to cite your sources if you're borrowing images, or commission someone to draw you a bunch of werewolves. But and you might want to find out who or how your cover's going to be. And I'm sorry, I'm a ways back from the mic. No. I know it makes noise when it moves, but you can't have it. But let's see what else is going on. As I said, this is my vacation week, so my loving wife is sitting with Xander, and normally they'd be playing with the cat, but I got a cuddle. And honestly, with the way this morning was going, I think I needed a cat cuddle. It happens. Yes, bask in the glory that is you. But yeah, then go into volumes from there if needed. Excellent. Lycanthropy is a fascinating subject, both medically and psychologically, and of course paranormally. It's always interesting to see where the line between lycanthropy and wolf monsters overlaps. Were they ever human? How much man is in the Dog Man of Michigan or the Bray Road Beast? Have you seen a werewolf in Soho in the rain? Was he at a Chinese restaurant? Woo! Not sure off the top of my head about page size, images, or covers. No worries. You don't have to worry about that till it's done. Of late, I've been doing a lot of statement size stuff with fairly wide margins. One, because I encourage my readers to jot things down in the margins, and two, because KDP can be a little finicky about placement and bleed, so leaving wide margins helps, doesn't it? Yeah. So don't be afraid to put the formatting in. But yeah, in your case, just get it written. You can even hire or borrow someone to format it for you. I really should. I'm working on learning to deal with proofreaders because for the hybrids, the Sons of God's role-playing game, Beth Stone is actually doing editing and proofreading. And it is an interesting, it's an adventure because I haven't had a lot of people since college in a position to do that. And it's good for you. It really is. Because you either fix something you didn't see, or you defend why you did it, and that may cause you to fix it anyway. It's a neat process, and it's good for the death of the ego, which is a necessary thing for any creative. Because if you are going to do a creation and get better, you have to be comfortable with the fact that you're probably going to suck a bit. Yeah. Oh, big hug. Big hug. So we have gone our full hour. Let me run. We're low on comments. I'll run a commercial because I haven't run a lot of commercials today. I usually run more, but we're a little behind. And you know what? I think we had Cindy Koepp.
Author Cindy Koepp is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Koepp at CKOEPP.com today.
Hey, yes, Cindy Koepp is amazing, and we absolutely love her. Carl has a wonderful point. Having someone else edit or proofread your work can be very good. They pick up where you thought you explained something, but didn't do as good a job as you thought. And that's a lot of times an idea will live in your head, and it will grow, and you'll write down the seed, but not the whole tree. And that's kind of a tragedy. But it's a tragedy that we all must fight. One thing I have a problem is I write and speak with a certain cadence. It is a little abnormal, but much like my art style, it's also something that defines me, and my work is mine. So it can be a matter of balancing what we think versus what they think. And I always find it fascinating because many times, last time I was editing, I was writing in a setting that was set in the Deep South. And there was some terminology that was not proper English. And I will do that in dialogue if someone is not a proper English speaker. Or you have someone, I don't even want to say proper, but a classical English speaker. Oh, Kelly says, I don't get to post here often. I just want to let you know, Nick, that I love your show, and it entertains me and informs me as well. All my support. Well, thank you, Kelly. That is absolutely delightful because that's what I'm here to do. I want to entertain, and I want to educate and make a little more light in the world. And if I can encourage you to do things and create more, well, that means that I have. Do you want your tail out, or you want to talk to? Oh, you want to talk to? Okay. That means more light than just mine has been done, and I think it's important to do that. I was saying earlier, and I got distracted by chat. It's important to give back to systems that made you who you are. That's why I've done basic art instruction for kids. That's what part of why I've been teaching sword fighting and other weapon styles for 20 years, and I write my books that involve that. And I want to put a huge shout out. An unexpected birthday gift to me was the fact that I had some pretty good sales. And when you look at the money you make doing this, it can be incredibly disheartening because it's a huge amount of work, oftentimes for very little money. Our system is broken, but it has to not be about the money. It has to be about telling a good story or helping people or educating or both. And if money comes, it helps. But between the money, the bit I'm going to get from this, which again, it's not much, but it helps me feel like I still have value when I am not in the standard workplace. And that means a lot. So thank you. And thank you to the generosity, both of my Patreon members and especially Cindy Koepp for sending me this lovely boom mic, which now is fixed. I just have to rebolt it to the table, and it will work much better when I get my new table in, and I have to take everything down and put it back up. But that's something I'm working toward. So thank you. And let's see, we've got a few comments while I was doing that, but thank you, Kelly. The positive comments that I hear. That you've got a bump. Oh, okay. You just need to eat more. We'll work on that. The positive comments that I hear help really encourage me when it's hard to do a show like today where things didn't quite go well. It's possible. Richie says it's also a godsend for a dyslexic who's possibly some flavor of ADHD. Hi, my name is Nick, so you're not alone. To make my autocomplete head in my head, make sure my autocomplete head isn't fixing what is on the page. Absolutely. I do that a lot. Fortunately, I have some short-term memory loss issues. So once I write something, I reread it, and I'm rereading it very often as somebody who's reading it for the first time. My memory issues are part of why it's so important for me to write down my stories and ideas, because if I don't, I never know what will get auto-deleted. Isn't that right? Let's see. You've been pounding at the keys, and sometimes you don't see that you deleted something that makes something else make sense. Or there's you've done formatting and a section got deleted, as I found out in the Simple Spear. Right, Rich? Or someone else could have questions that leads to more writing. Whoa, hi! I've been so busy I can't keep track of my health. So popping in to say hello and give it a like. Still extremely busy, but I had a few minutes to pop in. Hi, Sarah. If you're still here, this is Stuart. Yeah, Stuart, that's Sarah. Yeah, Sarah, thank you for coming by, Hannah. I hope you're keeping everything smooth and the shadows are good to you, darling. Now, let's see. I do that all the time, Rich. Haha, good. Sarah, part of my job is creating reference documentation. I can't count the number of times my brain has auto-completed something because I know the system backwards and forwards and others don't. That's why I love teaching. And I love writing books about teaching things, because that's how you really embrace and understand the backwards and forwards. So yes, don't be afraid to seek edits. Don't be afraid to seek new eyes that you trust, but only accept criticism from people you would go for advice. If you keep that going, let's see, it will go great. Let's see, boom, 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 boom. Sarah, okay, there we are. Carl, I love those big old greetings. You know how many people all over them. You know how people all over the place are moving when you get a truck? Same thing with getting back out into the land of the living. Oh, yes. Absolutely. As soon as you're useful, people will come out the woodworks and want you to help them, usually for little or no cost, right? Okay, sorry. Yes, Sarah, once they see you outdoors, they all want you to do something. Hey, Sarah, everybody gets a vote, but you can't. But you get to count the votes. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoo! You cannot walk on the keyboard. Almost lost the show for a second there. But Donna. Yes. So what have you been up to, Sarah? You say you're busy. I'd love to know what your projects are while you've hopped in. Because if it's something I can promote, let's do so. Are you the mysterious person that Carl is editing for? These and other questions are deep in the minds of our guests. Now, let me see, what else am I doing? Yes, I know I did promise an RPG writing program, campaign program, and I'm still planning to do that. I'm just not going to do any new shows started while I'm on vacation until my hardware system stabilizes. Yes, I can. Dad, watch me. Parting the kitty. Regarding Kitty on the keys. Yeah. Well, do you want to go out and play with them? I can call somebody. No? Well, the show's almost over anyway. He hasn't been in here. He wants to explore it, and this is an absolute disaster. So it is not Stuart friendly. Stuart, I was just going for the litter box. Jeez. Yep, that's what's been going on. Lots to do. Nothing but writing or editing. Barely at home these days. Wow. Good for you, though. I mean, I like to get busy this time of year. Fall is that time where the air hits cool and I start knocking back projects. And it's going to be a good time for everybody. I like seeing that. I like seeing the industriousness in this group because you guys are really amazing. And you know who else is amazing? Let's talk about somebody who else is amazing. Our own rock and roll art gal is another amazing force for good. And I really do need her to update this ad, but we'll get there. Kat Rothenel, hi, is an author, she is an artist, she is an instructor, she teaches art at middle schools willingly at a time that is one of the most uneasy and challenging for youth. And she provides them with light and hope and better direction. She's got several books she's working on, including her adventures, a book on becoming an SCL superhero, and Mrs. Tokali's mindfulness. All these volumes can be very helpful for instructors and students alike. And as soon as I get a link from her, I will promote it because she's a wonderful person. And once again, I've done the impromptu ad across her screen. Now, let's see. It's a good thing, sometimes overwhelming, but not stopping. But not about me. How has everyone been? Well, I've been upgrading my system only to find that my system can't handle some of the upgrades. Got viciously attacked by a boom mic. This is Stuart. This is Stuart the Sword Cat, who was interrupting my practices and now basically interrupts everything else in my life. Let's see. What am I doing? I've been advising some people on games because that's what I do. I'm a sucker. I help people. I have been writing on some projects I'm not ready to talk about yet because I want to spend some time both in fiction and my own game design areas because, well, why not? Right? Why not? Including things that I will talk about, like Dusk Falls over Ravencleft Gorge, Part 1. And let's see what else is going on. A whole lot of art. Paul Bunyan Kaiju Hunter is coming soon as part of an anthology. I'm having Luke draw a version of it for the anthology while I get my skills up to possibly do my own version. A graphic novel is definitely on my creator's bucket list. Now, for next week, next episode, so for Friday, I want you guys to think about something. I'm giving you some homework. What is your creator's bucket list? What do you feel you want to have accomplished? Is it YouTube, being a creator? Is it selling so many books? Is it going to so many shows? Is there a genre you haven't done yet but you want to? What is the direction you want to go? Because from there, I can we can promote and provoke action. We can level each other up. You need to eat more, and we can make the world a better place by building each other up. Now, this is about the time of day, and you're gonna fall asleep on my arm. Okay, that's fine. I can use the other arm. It's about the time of day where I say, folks, whatever you do, let's see, we've got to offer, baby. Yes, I guess it's time to say, everybody have a great day. Yes, great to hear all the awesomeness. That boom mic vicious attack had me laughing. That's literally why I was a couple minutes late in the show. I plugged everything in. I got into the studio, and then it wouldn't let me join my own stream. So I had to back out and disconnect a bunch of peripherals, including my sexy new tablet. And then I had to reboot everything and come back in. But we made it work. And guys, if there's one thing this episode should show you, one thing my goofy efforts is, don't stop. Don't let the bungles in life, because there are many bungles in life. We will stumble, we will fall, we will splat flat on our faces. But as long as we work boldly and defiantly, and we get up, as my man Bruce Lee is quoted saying, fall down 7 times, get up 8, we'll make it through. And that's what I want us all to do. So, folks, be kind to yourselves and each other, all right? And create something. Create a book, create a story, write something down. It doesn't need to be long, because even if it sucks, and let's be honest, many first drafts do, you can edit it, you can fix it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. And with that little bit of wisdom, I will remind you that I will be back here at 9 a.m. for the much spicier Nerd Bacon on LukeStoneStudios.com. I will be back here at 10 a.m. Friday for Nevermind the Furthermore, and 8 p.m. Friday for the Historical Fencing Guild on the Historical Fencing Guild channel. So, let's see. Sarah, wonderful to be here for a bit. Miss you guys bunches. Another full day. We miss you too, Sarah. Have an awesome Fig Newton's Day. Be safe, folks. We will, and I will see you guys all on the next episode of Nevermind the Furthermore.